rest of the questions are yours. I go to the scriptures of truth, God's holy word, to find answers. Question number 1 for today, if somebody asks, can I recapture the promise of Exodus 20:12 after spurning my parents? Thank you, dear friend, for asking such a question. Exodus chapter 20, verse 12 says that if we honor our parents, God will give us long life on this earth. However, it will not be good for us if we don't honor our parents. Of course, you cannot go back and relive the past, but now that you realize your debt of love and gratitude to your parents, you can live a life that brings credit to them, and of course, as Jesus promised, you shall not lose your reward. Question number 2. Why is Satan released after 1,000 years? Revelation chapter 20 and verse 30. Well, during the millennial period, Satan, the Bible tells us, will be bound. And at the end of that period, God will release Satan so that those who have served God and been good and true and faithful for 1,000 years, because Christ has ruled the world with a rod of iron, they had no choice in the matter. Now they can demonstrate their true nature. You see, 1,000 years of perfect conditions do not change the heart. It's only new birth that changes the heart. God is not interested in robots. He wants people who will serve him out of pure hearts and because of love for him. And so God releases Satan so that people can manifest their true nature. Now question number 3. What does Romans 2 verses 12 to 16 mean for us today? Well, let me read verse 12. As many as have sinned without law shall perish without law, and as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. That passage of Scripture means exactly what it says. The people will be judged on Judgment Day according to the degree of light that they had. Jesus said it would be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than for Capernaum. That simply means that God is fair. He will not judge you for what you did not know and could not know. God will judge everybody according to the measure of light that they had been granted. And now question number 4 for today. Does the Bible tell us what happens to people who commit suicide? Well, as you know, the Bible forbids murder, and killing yourself is self-murder. Exodus chapter 20, part of the 10 Commandments, makes that very plain. Those who kill themselves in conscious rebellion against God are lost. However, only God knows the heart. My experience is that many people who commit suicide really are not responsible for what they do. Only God knows the heart. Willful sin, of course, means you are lost, but God judges according to our motives and what's in our hearts. Thank you so very much for these good questions. I trust the answers have been a blessing. If you have a question you'd like me to use on the Bible Has the Answer, please write it out, send it to me. I'll be pleased to hear from you, and I'll get to your question on the air just as quickly as I can. And when you write, all the address you need is simply Faith to Live By, Box 426, Winnipeg, Manitoba, and the code is R3C2H6. Let's listen again to the quartet, and you love this number. God on the mountain is still God in the valley.